name is Jason and welcome to the true resonance description of the Healy compensation plan. Now, this is the compensation plan for the 1st of May 2020 and I'm going to go through a couple of details. I would strongly recommend that you print this out. Now, I'm not going to go through all the definitions, but I am going to touch on a couple of things here. Is your commission entitled volume. So this is your C fee, which is your cumulative volume. So this is all of the points that are added up into your legs for ranking. Also, what I want to speak to is the monthly billing periods and the payouts. Now, the monthly billing period is from the first of the month to the last of the month, and the payments are made out on the 15th of the following month, as you can see here in payouts. Now, you have a number of different payouts that are paid out in different time frames. First of all, we have the direct payouts. Now, the direct payouts are paid out weekly, every week, calculated every week. However, the pay is not received until the 14-day cooling off period has expired. So generally it takes 2 weeks plus another billing calculation week. So generally it's about 3 to 4 weeks from the beginning of the week that was calculated. Okay? And then that is paid out weekly. So if you continue to sell Heelys every week in your business, it will take about 3 to 4 weeks before your first payout, but then you will get paid out weekly until, for example, there is 1 week where you don't sell any Heelys direct, and then that week you won't get paid, which will be 3 or 4 weeks after the week that happened, and then you will continue to be paid weekly. Then there's the monthly billing cycle, which is your dual, matching, and mobility bonuses. These are made and paid every month on the 15th of the following month. Okay? Leadership bonuses. These are paid out quarterly on the 15th of the following of every month. Rank achievement bonuses. It says here that these rank achievement bonuses are calculated directly. However, because of the glitches within the existing back office, at this stage these have not been paid out and will be accumulating in the back office, and they will get paid out. So these will be paid directly. So take responsibility for your business and read through the compensation plan and have an understanding of it so that you can then share it with your team. Okay. Customers. So a customer is someone who is not a member. Customers are created through the link at the top of the My Tools, My Links, and then the customer. These points are created so that, first of all, you can get some PV directly and you can get paid out 100% from your first line customers. There is no difference between the payout of a customer and a member in terms of the direct bonus that happens. If your customers then introduce someone, then you get 50% of your customer's customer. And you can see that highlighted here. So there is real benefit in getting customers, however, not as much as there is in getting members. And at this stage right now, there is no real drawback of becoming a member. There is no qualification payment. There is no subscription monthly or anything like that. So it doesn't hurt to have a member there, just in case they were wanting to down the track. If they're not, no problems at all. Now, a Heely World member, HWM, is what is called you and your business. You are a Heely World member, you have a Heely account, and you have a Heely business. Now, as you grow in your business, you will actually be building more legs than is just binary. I'll go through the binary system in a moment. But as you reach director, you will actually be given a third leg, and as you reach vice president, you will be given a fourth leg, and that's represented here with the number 1 being your Healy World member number 1, and then the third leg will be your Healy World member second virtual position, and then the fourth leg is the fourth leg. Now, don't worry too much about this. This is only relevant when you have done some serious business building, and you will have a lot of time to learn about the business and the relevances of all of this as you build that business. So for those that are just starting out, don't be too concerned about that. This is more what we need to worry about, which is compensation and how we become compensated. Now, right now, there is no required PV to be active and to receive bonuses. Now, Healy have spoken to this, and it is likely to come into action, most likely in July, but maybe later, probably not sooner. Now, what that means is you as a builder or as a team leader, senior team leader, need 50 PV to remain active and to receive any of the compensations that we're going to be talking about. If you get to manager, senior manager, director, or senior director, you need 100 PV personal volume. And as a vice president, senior vice president, president, or senior president, you need 200 personal volume to stay active. Now, how do you stay active, and what do these 50 PV, how are they calculated? There is a couple of ways, and the first is simply by points that you spend. If you purchase a subscription or you buy a product, then your points in that month calculate to your PV, your personal volume. It also is if you sell to a customer. So if you sell to a customer, and you, here in this example, 100 PV to one customer, 100 PV to another customer. In total, you have 200 PV. Now, anything over 200 PV gets added to your weakest volume leg. Now, that will make more sense down the track. All you really need to know to get started is that 50 PV will keep you active and allow you to receive compensation. As your team builds and your business builds, you will need more points to stay active. But at these volumes, you are making decent returns from Healy. So spending a little more monthly to stay active really isn't too much of a burden because they're giving you really, really good money. So moving on, the direct bonus. Now, the direct bonus is otherwise known as a commission for selling a product. Now, it varies, and I'm going through the Australian World program that is different to what is present in America, and I'll do a separate one just for America. So if you are not in America, this is for you. If you do not purchase a product, if you do not purchase a Healy device, whether that be a Gold, a Healy Holistic Health, the Health Plus, a Resonance, or a watch, you as a member will receive 8% of the PV, or really here what we're talking about is the PV of the device that you're selling. So I will speak to that a little bit more in a moment. The Healy Gold, you will receive 30% of the PV, the Health 33, the Health Plus 36. With the Resonance, you receive the maximum direct bonus of 40% to the PV, and then the Healy Watch, you will also receive 30%. So here is a diagram of a person at the top here who has a Healy Resonance. Underneath that, someone bought a Healy Gold, a Health Plus, the Resonance, and then another Gold. And this example is going to be carried through in a moment. And they got 40% of all of those 5 units. The person underneath here had a Healy Holistic Health, so they got 33%, as was highlighted earlier. and the person who has a Health Plus gets 36% of the sales of the PV. Now, what does that look like here? We're going to look at two examples, example 1 and example 2, and this will get carried through as we go through the program of compensations. Example 1 has a Healy resonance. So they receive 40% of the gold, which is 250 PV. They receive 40% of a health, which is 500 PV. 40% of the Health Plus, which is 750 PV. 40% of the resonance, which is 1250 PV. And then another gold, which equals to 1250 PV. Now, the person in example number 2 does not have any Healy product, and so they will receive 8% of the gold, the Health Plus, the resonance, and the gold, equaling 240 PV. Now, I want to clarify that 1 PV at this point equals €1. So this person here will receive 1,200 euros. This person here will receive 240 euros. So here it is broken down once again. Someone who has a Healy Gold will receive 30% of the PVs. And across the top here, as the example goes, we have 250 PV, 500 PV, 750, 1250, and then 250 because they sold, in the example, a gold, a health plus, a resonance, and another gold, okay? So what that looks like, if you are on a Healy Gold, you will receive 30% of 250, which is 75 PV. 150 PV, 225, 375, and 75. So anyone who has a Healy Gold in their membership and they sell then a Healy Gold, a health plus, a resonance, and another gold, in 1 month will receive 900 PV, which equals 900 euros. If we go to a health and we sell again a Healy Gold, a Healy Health, a Healy Health Plus, the resonance, and another gold, that person receives 33% on all of those, which is 990 PV. A person who has a Healy Health Plus receives 36% on all of those products, which equals 1080 PV. The person on the resonance receives 40% on all of those, so 40% of 250 PV, 40% of 500 PV, 40% of 750 PV, 40% of 1250 PV, and another 40% on 250 PV equals 1200 PV, which was the example we were given before. And then the last example is customer 5 is simply a Healy World member with no package. So they get 8% of the 250, 8% of the 500, 8% of the 750, 8% of 1250, and another 8% of 250. So they get 250 points, which equals 250 euros. Okay. So from there we go to the dual bonus. Now this is related to your binary, and to find out more about the binary you go to the back office and you click on My Organization, the binary genealogy, and this will give you the binary of your team. Now in these two examples, which are the same examples from above, where we had example 1, person has a Healy resonance, and example 2, person has no package whatsoever. And this is now the points that they have accumulated in their team. So the team here on the left leg has accumulated 10,000 points, and the team on the right leg has accumulated 7,000 points. And the dual bonus is calculated on the weaker volume, whichever team that is. So here we have 7,000 on the right, 10,000 on the left. So the weaker volume is then on the right, on this side. So in example 1, they get paid out 15% of the right leg. If we look at example 2, this person has 5,000 points on the left and 15,000 points on the right. So the weakest leg here is 5,000 points. So this person, example 2, will receive 15% of 5,000 points. In both cases, the examples, the extended points, the extra PV that you have that month is carried through to the next month. So there is 3,000 bonus points here, which will carry through. So the next month, the left leg will start with 3,000 points. On this side, the 10,000 extra points surplus, example 2, will start the following month with 10,000 points on the right leg. Okay? Now, how they calculate the dual bonus is you calculate all of the points. Here we have 7,000 points, right? Which was taken from the weakest leg. And then we subtract the direct bonus. So of the 7,000 points that were accumulated, 12,000 have already been paid out with the direct bonus, which leaves a residual of 5,800 points. And this now is what they calculate 15% of to come to 870 PV, equaling 870 euros. Example 2, this is the person here where they actually don't have any product as yet. So their commission is very low, only 240 points. So they now have a much larger residual value of 4,760 points, meaning that their dual bonus is really quite high. It's 714 euros. So here it is explained. You've got your 7,000 minus your direct bonus equals 5,800 PV times 15% equals 870 PV. Example 2, 5,000 PV minus your direct bonus equals 4,760 PV times your 15% equals 714 PV. That is the direct. Then, part 3, we go to the matching bonus. Now, the difference between the dual bonus and the matching bonus. The dual bonus calculates the points of everybody in the team. It doesn't matter who placed them here, okay? On the right side as well, we add all of the people. It doesn't matter who added them. This is the dual bonus. When we go to the matching bonus, this is personally sponsored Healy members, okay? So this only relates to the people that you personally invited are on your line 1, okay? These are the people that you invited. And you can see this through, if you go to My Organization, and then you go to the tree genealogy, you will see all of the people that you personally invited. And you can click on the little square and open it up, and you can see all the people that they invited. And then you can click on the squares again and see the people that they invited, and again to see the people that they invited. And this is your line 1, line 2, line 3, and line 4. Okay, so coming back to the plan. Here you can see the matching bonus. And here we have all of the people in our line 1. We get 10% from a builder onwards, which is an active member in each leg. So you will receive 10% of the dual bonus paid out to all of the people you personally invited. When you become a team leader, you will get 10% of the dual bonus paid out to all of the people you invited, and 3% of the dual bonus of all of the people that they invited. That then builds to 5% in senior team leader. Once you get to manager, you then now have 10% of the first line, everyone that you invited, you get 10% of their dual bonus. Line 2, you get 5% of all the people in the second line. And then you get 3% of all the people that your second line people introduced. You get 3% of their dual bonus. And this expands until we get to the fourth line of director. And then from there on, it stays the same. But that's okay, because from this point of director onwards, we get a different bonus, which I'll touch on in a moment. So understanding that the dual bonus is the complete volume that goes through both legs, and it's calculated on the weaker leg. The matching bonus has to do with the people you personally have invited and the people that they have invited. From there we go to the mobility bonus. Now, for the mobility bonus to be activated, you need to reach the rank 2 months in a row before these get paid out, and then they're paid out monthly. So the manager will receive €100 a month, 300, 500, up to 2,000 euros per month as a senior president once you've ranked senior president 2 months in a row. Okay? 3.6. This is where, when I was talking earlier about with the director onwards in the matching bonus, that there was no extension in the matching, that you were eligible for a different bonus, and that is this one here, the leadership bonus. Now this is calculated quarterly, and the best way to explain is through an example that they have here. So 1% of the global commission volume of the quarter in this example is 500,000 points, 500,000. And we're going to look at the senior directors here, which would get then 25% of that pie. So 25% of 500,000 is 125,000 euros. As there are 10 senior directors, they would each receive 10% of that, meaning that each senior director quarterly would receive a bonus of 12,500 euros as a quarterly bonus. And this would get then paid out on the 15th of the month after the quarter. And then we have our ranking and achievement bonus. Now, the ranking and achievement bonus is being paid out either the following month or quarterly or monthly, depending on the actual rank. So first of all, team leader, senior team leader, manager, senior manager, director, and senior director are all paid out directly. Okay, so if you become a team leader, you will get a €100 bonus. Once you become a senior team leader, 250, manager 500, senior manager 1,000 euros, director getting up to 3,000 euros just as a once-off bonus, senior director 10,000 euros as a once-off bonus. Okay, once you get to vice president and senior vice president, you can see here with the single asterisk that relates here to 1/12. So you would get 1/12 of 25,000, which is about 1,250 euros. You will get that paid out monthly as a bonus. And this one here, about 2.5 grand, paid out monthly. Once you get to the president and senior president, these are paid out quarterly. So at 100,000 euros, you would get paid 25,000 euros per quarter for 1 year. And then the same applies for this €250,000 bonus becoming a senior president. Okay, once-off bonus paid out quarterly to over the 4 payments equal €250,000. So very, very, very healthy bonuses. Now, how do you get rank? Let's go through that. First of all, you become rank as a member simply by joining as a member through a link that you were supplied by your sponsor. To become a builder, you need to have an active member in your team that you've personally sponsored, and also one that has been placed in your team, and you need to have at least 600 cumulative volume going through your team. Okay, so that means in both legs we need 600 points with everyone. To become a team leader, what happens is we just look at the icons here, and you can see that this icon is the same icon as a builder. So what we need here is we need 2 builders, and we need to have 2,500 points in total going through our team. And at least 50% of that volume must go through a builder that is personally sponsored. Okay? So you need to have at least 1,250 points coming through a personally sponsored member. To go into rank 4, which is your senior team leader, you need to have a team leader on both sides. And again, you need to have at least 2,500 points coming from a personally sponsored member. Okay. Manager, you now need 2 senior team leaders. A senior manager, you need 2 managers. To come to director, you need 2 senior managers. To become a senior director, you need 2 directors. You're seeing the pattern here. Vice president, you need 2 senior directors. Senior vice president, you need 2 vice presidents. To become a president, you need 2 senior vice presidents. And remember that you need to have one of these senior vice presidents must be personally sponsored, and at least half of this volume, so you need at least 400,000 cumulative points coming through the business of a senior vice president that you personally sponsored. Same for senior president, and then we have reached the ranks. Okay. Now, pretty good opportunity if I do say so myself, and that is the end of it. All right. Thank you for joining.